Good morning, class family. It's a wonderful Wednesday. Let's look at our message together. Show me that you're a team and a class family. Follow along with your eyes and listen with your ears. Use your finger to point. Ready? Start in the top right-hand corner with the date. February 19th, 2025. Dear class family, today is Wednesday. We will learn a lot at school. First, we will learn letters and sounds. Next, we will do literacy centers. Then, we will introduce and read a poem. After that, we will learn about the letter U and phoneme blending. Last, we will read a text and identify reasons to support points. Love, Miss Joyner. All right, readers, we're going to look back and reread the message. Remember, that's what good readers do. They reread. They do this so their brain can understand the words on the page. Use your finger to point. Start in the top right-hand corner with the date. I notice the month is spelled with a capital letter F, then EB, period. What does that abbreviation stand for? We'll say the name of the month out loud. If you said February, you're right. Great job. Notice the capital letter F to start. Good writers and mathematicians capitalize the first letter of each month of the year because it's special and important. They also capitalize the first letter of each day of the week. Okay, readers, let's continue to reread from top to bottom and left to right. February 19th, 2025. Dear class family, after the greeting, I noticed a punctuation mark. Do you know the name of this punctuation mark? It starts on the line and does a little curve. I heard some of you say it. It is a comma. All right, before we continue to reread, let's review the punctuation marks that good writers use. Are you ready? Okay, say it and skywrite. Period. At the end of telling sentences, statements, and abbreviations. Exclamation point, also called an exclamation mark. That's at the end of a sentence that shows strong feeling. Question mark at the end of a question sentence. And comma. A comma can be found after the number for the date, after the greeting, after transitional words and phrases, after our closing love, in addition to when listing more than a few things, including that sight word and. Good writers know where to use punctuation marks at the end of sentences and within their writing. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this first telling sentence. I noticed a bigger finger space to indent. Good writers leave a bigger finger space to indent or jumpstart each paragraph. I also see that it starts with a capital letter and ends with a period. Remember, good writers always start sentences with a capital letter and end with a punctuation mark. Today is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It's a wonderful Wednesday. We will learn a lot at school. Oh, that's true, class family. And we do that every single day, working on being a portrait of a graduate. We're practicing being a great communicator and collaborator by speaking clearly with our mouths and listening with our ears. That's what good communicators do. And each day in kindergarten, we're learning how to be a strong listener. Remember, a strong listener uses their eyes for watching, ears for listening, mouth is silent when someone else is speaking, and body is still and in one place. Are you being a strong listener in kindergarten? Okay, class family, at this time we're going to go ahead and review the transitional words and phrases that we'll see within the message. Remember, good writers use these words to sequence their writing, and good readers can put the events of a story in order, sequencing them from beginning to end. Okay, read them with me. Are you ready? First, next, then, after that, last. First, we will learn letters and sounds. Okay, just like we do every day at school and kindergarten. We'll use so many resources and we're very grateful for them. Shout out to Benchmark Advance. We'll start off with your alphabet chart. We'll review letters, sounds, pictures to match that letter, and American Sign Language. We're going to use some YouTube channels, Jack Hartman's Mr. B's, The Singing Walrus, The Learning Station, and Hopscotch. We'll be using those throughout the day to pump our brains with knowledge and to sing and move our bodies. Next, we will do literacy centers. We have some hands-on centers in class, some box centers. We'll be working on CVC words and building those words, as well as writing the room. We have some CVC words there to write as well. We also have Lexia Core 5 reading program on our iPads where you'll work hard and pass more units and earn more certificates. All right, we also are going to be meeting with teachers in groups. So when your name is called, listen the first time and go over to that teacher. Then we will introduce and read a poem. Oh, and the new poem we're going to be reading is Getting to School. Getting to school. How did you get to school today? Did you take a bus? Then shout hooray! Or did you ride in a car today? If you did, then shout hooray! Did you take a train today? Then it's your turn to shout hooray. Some of you may have walked today. If you walked, then shout hooray. We get to school in different ways. We may change ways on different days, but all of us got here today. So what do we have to say? Hooray! We'll be reading this poem. This is from Benchmark Advance. We'll be using the electronic version on the screen to help us as we are following along, guiding our eyes as it's highlighted. The words are highlighted. And we have the big book as well. So we're going to be reading this poem. And after that, we'll learn about the letter U and phoneme blending. Like you, up, and umbrella. We'll go ahead and we'll be working on this, practicing phoneme blending and finding out what that beginning, middle, and ending sound is and saying that whole word. This is going to help us as we put it together to become better readers and writers. And last, we'll read a text and identify reasons to support points. We will. Technology at home and school. We've been thinking about that essential question. Why do we use technology? And we're going to look back at the big book as well as the electronic resource online for technology at home and school, past and present. We'll go ahead using text features to help us to understand the text. We'll use so many things to pump our brains with knowledge, and we'll go ahead as we're reviewing some of the things from yesterday. We will check out technology at home, and we'll be reading that for chapter 1 for today. All right, it's going to be a fantastic day. Happy Wednesday. Get your fans ready. Fantastic. Our question for today is a do you like question, and it is, do you like sweetheart candies? Do you? Think about your answer and get ready to be a great communicator and share why. Do you like sweetheart candies?